Hello, everyone, and welcome to Let's Get Wordy, the fun way to learn English. I'm your host, and I'm delighted to take you through today's language adventure. In this episode, I'm going to guide you step by step through greetings, vocabulary, simple sentences, and even a couple of stories and fun exercises, all in clear, easy-to-understand English. Today, I will speak slowly and use simple words. If you like, feel free to pause, repeat each segment, and write down any new words. Think of this as our special time together, where every word is a building block toward better English.
Hello, English learners. I am Anna, and I am a co-host who will accompany you in this episode. Greetings and introductions. Let's begin with greetings. When meeting someone, the first words you need are the greetings. Imagine you are seeing a friend in the morning. You start with a cheerful hello or a friendly hi. These are the basics. When it is morning and the sun is shining, say good morning aloud. In the afternoon, you can say good afternoon, and when the day moves into the evening, use good evening. I encourage you to repeat each greeting after me. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Now, imagine introducing yourself. Instead of waiting for someone else to speak, you can say, my name is, your name. For example, my name is Alex. Practice by saying, my name is, your name. When you want to learn another person's name, you ask, what is your name? I invite you to say this slowly so you can use it in your daily conversations. And when you hear the answer, a friendly reply is, nice to meet you. You might say, my name is Alex. Nice to meet you. These simple greetings and introductions are the foundation of every conversation. They help you feel connected to people around you. Remember, a warm greeting and clear introductions go a long way in making a conversation welcoming.
Basic vocabulary and wordplay. Next, I will introduce a fun part of our lesson, playing with words. Today's word of the day is happy. The word happy means that you feel good, you feel joy. Listen carefully as I provide examples with happy. I am happy. I feel happy. You are happy. We are happy. Each sentence is simple, and by repeating them, you begin to remember that happy can be used to describe the way you feel or even how other people feel. For instance, when you see someone smile or when you yourself smile, say, I smile or you smile. To help you practice further, I encourage you to say these sentences slowly and clearly. Picture the meaning as you speak, see a happy face, feel a cheerful mood. These exercises build your vocabulary through repetition and association.
Simple sentences and common words. Now, let's start combining simple words into basic sentences. In everyday life, we encounter many common objects. I will share with you some of these words along with clear, simple sentences for each. Consider the following examples. Book. Imagine a book that you love to read. You can say, I have a book. This is my book. I read a book. Cat. A cat is a small animal that many people have as a pet. You can form sentences like, the cat is small. I see a cat. The cat is on the table. Dog. Dogs are friendly pets, and you might say, I like my dog. The dog is friendly. A dog is a pet. Apple. An apple is a fruit that is often red, green, or yellow. You can say, I eat an apple. The apple is red. She likes the apple. House. A house is a place where you live. Simple examples include, this is my house. The house is big. I live in a house. I recommend that you repeat these words and sentences until you feel comfortable with them. Visualize the object while saying its name. This process connects the word with its meaning in your mind.
Explaining a conversation. While I will not use a back-and-forth dialogue today, I want to explain what a typical conversation between two friends might look like using simple sentences. Imagine that you are listening to two friends talking about their day in very clear, basic English. One friend might start by saying, "Hello, how are you today?" In response, the other friend could say, "I am good. How are you?" Then the first friend might explain, "I am fine, thank you. My name is Jamie. What is your name?" The second friend would reply, "My name is Taylor. Nice to meet you." Soon, they may continue by talking about things they have, such as, "I have a book and I have a cat." They might ask, "What color is your cat?" And then answer, "My cat is black." This explanation shows that even when you talk about everyday things like the colors of objects, for example, black or blue, or about feelings like happiness and calm, you can keep the conversation friendly and clear. In my monologue, I invite you to imagine these simple questions and answers in your mind. The purpose is not only to learn words, but also to see how they fit together in a natural conversation. Practice these ideas by saying them out loud or writing them in your notebook.
Word of the week, more vocabulary. Now let's add some more useful words to your vocabulary. I have a word of the week section where I will introduce 3 new words: table, chair, and window. Table. A table is a piece of furniture where you might eat or work. Think about these sentences. I see a table. The table is in the room. I put my book on the table. Chair. A chair is something on which you sit. Here are some sentences. I sit on the chair. The chair is blue. Please sit on the chair. Window. A window is a part of a wall that lets light in and offers a view outside. Consider these examples. I look at the window. The window is open. I see the sun through the window. Each of these words is common in many everyday conversations. I recommend writing them down in your notebook. Use them when you describe your room or your house. Repetition is key. Practice using these words in your own simple sentences.
Simple grammar, the basic sentence. At this point, I want to explain a little grammar. In English, a basic sentence typically has 3 parts: a subject, a verb, and an object. Let me show you a few examples. In the sentence, I eat an apple, I is the subject, eat is the verb, and an apple is the object. In another sentence, you read a book, you is the subject, read is the verb, and a book is the object. And in he likes the cat, he is the subject, likes is the verb, and the cat is the object. By understanding this basic sentence structure, you can create many more sentences simply. For instance, think of something you like. She drinks water. In this case, she is the subject, drinks is the verb, and water is the object. I encourage you to try forming your own sentences following this subject-verb-object order. Simple sentences are the building blocks for more complex ideas later on.
A simple story. A day in the park. To help you see all these words and structures in action, let me tell you a short story called A Day in the Park. Listen carefully and imagine the scene as I describe it. Today is a sunny day with a bright blue sky. A young girl named Anna wakes up early and is very happy because she loves the park. With a cheerful thought, she says to herself, "I will go to the park." Anna gets out of bed, puts on her shoes, and eats a small breakfast. She says, "I eat bread and drink milk," and then she is ready for the day. Carrying her bag, Anna leaves her house. As she steps outside, she notices a small white dog near a tree. The dog wags its tail happily, and Anna smiles, thinking, "Hello, dog." Walking down the street, Anna meets her friend Tom by a gate. Tom greets her by saying, "Hello, Anna. How are you?" Anna replies with a simple, "I am good. I am happy to see you." Tom smiles and suggests, "I want to go to the park too. Let us go together." Side by side, Anna and Tom walk through their neighborhood. They observe many things: a red car, a yellow bus, tall trees, and colorful flowers. Soon, they reach the park, which is near a big, calm lake. In the park, Anna and Tom sit on a bench. Around them, people are walking, playing, reading, and drawing. A man reads a book, a woman draws pictures, and a child eats an apple. It is a peaceful day. After a while, Anna says, "I like the park. The park is calm and fun." Tom agrees, saying, "Yes, the park makes me happy." They decide to play a game with a ball. Anna kicks the ball, and Tom throws it. They laugh as they speak simple words, practicing what they have learned. Soon as the day ends, Anna says that she must go home so she can eat with her family. Tom, feeling the same, waves goodbye. Anna takes one more look at the park and then walks home, her heart filled with happy memories. This story shows how you can use simple words to describe daily events and feelings. By connecting words with a story, you remember them better.
Fun grammar practice. Using to be. Now let's practice with one of the most important verbs in English, to be. The forms of to be are am, is, and are. We use these words to state who or what something is and to describe a condition. Consider these clear examples. I am happy. You are kind. He is friendly. She is smart. It is a book. We are ready. They are here. I invite you to repeat each sentence slowly. For example, say, "I am happy," with a smile. Next, say, "You are kind," imagining that you are speaking gently to someone. By practicing these sentences, you get used to the sound and the flow of the verb to be. You can also create your own sentences. For instance, "I am a student," or "They are happy." The more you practice, the more natural it will feel when you speak English.
Interactive word game. Word treasure hunt. Let's have a little interactive exercise that I called the word treasure hunt. In this activity, I will describe an object using simple clues, and you have a moment to think of the answer. For example, imagine something that is small and round. I offer these clues. It is small. It is round. It comes in many colors. It is sometimes used for play. Think for a second. The answer is a ball. Now, here's another set of clues. It is long and thin. It is used to write. It has a point at one end. It can be different colors like blue or black. This object is a pencil. One more example. It has pages. It is used to read and learn. It has many words printed on it. The correct answer is a book. This kind of game helps you recall words and connect them with the clues I give. Take a moment each time, imagine the object in your mind, and then say the answer out loud. It is a fun game that reinforces your vocabulary.
Pronunciation practice and repetition. Now, I want you to focus on pronouncing the words clearly. Good pronunciation makes your speech friendly and easy to understand. I will list some words that we have learned, and I encourage you to repeat them after me. Speak each word slowly and clearly. Hello. Happy. Book. Cat. Dog. Apple. House. Table. Chair. Window. Practice these words carefully. If you need, record your voice on your phone or computer and listen to the playback. This method is excellent for honing your pronunciation. Once you're comfortable with single words, practice short sentences. I am happy. I have a book. The dog is playing. Every time you say these sentences, remember to smile. Smiling not only makes your voice sound friendlier, but also reinforces a positive feeling when speaking English. Review and recap. Let's pause for a moment to review what we have covered today. We began with greetings, learning how to say hello, hi, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Then we moved on to simple introductions. Remember these essential phrases. My name is, your name. What is your name? Nice to meet you. We learned some common vocabulary words such as happy, book, cat, dog, apple, house, table, chair, window. I also explained how to create simple sentences using the subject-verb-object structure. For example, I am happy. You have a book. I see a dog. We practiced the verb to be by using sentences like I am a student and they are happy. Then I guided you through a word game where you had to think of objects like a ball, pencil, and book based on clues. Finally, I touched upon pronunciation practice, emphasizing the importance of repeating words and sentences clearly. This recap is a great reminder of everything we worked on, so consider reviewing your notes and practicing these phrases again.
Extra practice. Let's make a story together. Now I invite you to participate in an extra activity. I will start a simple story, and you are encouraged to think about how you might continue it. Here is the beginning. Today, I am happy because I see my friend. My friend has a book and a cat. We go to the park. The park is big and green. I see a dog playing with a ball. Now, imagine what might happen next. Perhaps you continue by writing or saying, I sit on a chair by a table. I open the window and see sunshine. My friend and I speak simple words, saying, hello, I am happy. We laugh and play until the day ends. By creating your own story using the words we learned today, you practice thinking in English. It also makes the lesson personal and memorable. Don't worry if your story is short. Every sentence you form is valuable practice.
Tips for daily English practice. Learning English is a journey, and regular practice is crucial. Here are some daily practice tips to help reinforce today's lesson. Speak every day. Make an effort to say a few simple sentences in English daily. Even greeting someone by saying hello or good morning is great practice. Listen carefully. Listen to podcasts, watch simple videos, or even children's shows in English. The clear, slow speech will help you learn new words and proper pronunciation. Keep a diary. Write a few sentences about your day. For example, today, I am happy because I saw a beautiful bird. Writing helps transfer spoken words into long-term memory. Repeat vocabulary. Regularly review words like happy, book, cat, and all the new vocabulary from today. Repetition is the key to fluency. Interact. Although we are practicing alone here, try speaking English with a friend, teacher, or even by recording yourself. The more you speak, the more comfortable you will become. Label your surroundings. Walk around your home and say the names of items in English. For example, door, window, table, chair, bed. This connects words with everyday objects. By following these steps every day, your English will steadily improve. Remember, every small step adds up.
Reflection and encouragement. Let's take a short moment to reflect. Learning a language is like taking a walk in a park. There are many new words, and sometimes the path may seem long, but every word you learn is a small step forward. Feel free to pause, Look back on today's lesson and say to yourself, I am learning English. I am getting better every day. It is normal to stumble upon difficult words or phrases, but each mistake is just another opportunity to learn more. Keep practicing, remain patient, and celebrate every small victory. Remember, I am here with you, guiding every step of your learning journey. Stay positive and keep building your language skills one word at a time.
Fun recap quiz. It's time to challenge yourself with a few simple questions from today's lesson. I will ask the questions and then provide the answers as examples. Question 1. What do you say when you meet a friend in the morning? Answer: good morning. Question 2. What is the word of the day I taught you today? Answer: happy. Question 3. Can you name one object from the new vocabulary section, such as from the word of the week? Answer: any of these work: table, chair, or window. Question 4. What are the 3 parts of a simple sentence? Answer: a subject, a verb, and an object. Try to answer these questions in your own words. Repeating such quizzes helps your brain remember and form these patterns automatically. If you need extra time, pause the episode, review the lesson, and then challenge yourself again.
Let's extend our vocabulary. More simple words. To expand your vocabulary further, I'll now introduce 5 more everyday words. These words are very common and useful. Water. Water is essential, and you drink it every day. You can say, I drink water. Water is clear. Water is cold. Food. Food gives you energy. For example, I eat food. My food is good. Food is tasty. School. School is where you go to learn new things. I go to school. The school is big. I like my school. Bed. Your bed is a place where you sleep and rest. Consider, I sleep on my bed. My bed is soft. The bed is in my room. Car. A car is a common means of transportation. You might say, I see a car. The car is red. We ride in a car. Practice saying each of these sentences aloud and try to incorporate these words into your daily descriptions. The more you use these words in real life, the faster they will become a part of your active vocabulary.
A second story, The Little Adventure. Here is a second story, which I call The Little Adventure. Listen closely and imagine the scenes. One day, a boy named Ben wakes up early, full of energy and ready for a little adventure. He tells himself, today, I will have a little adventure. Ben goes into his room and puts on his shoes. He walks downstairs with a smile. In the kitchen, his mother calls out, hello, Ben. Breakfast is ready. Ben sits down and eats his breakfast, which is simple food such as bread and milk. He smiles at his food because it gives him energy for the day ahead. After eating, Ben goes outside and finds his friend Lisa. Lisa is riding a small bike. Ben greets her by saying, hello, Lisa. How are you? Lisa replies happily, I am good. I like riding my bike. Do you want to ride with me? Ben nods and says, yes, let's ride together. They leave for the park where the grass is green and the trees are tall. Along the way, they notice little details like a small pond where the water is clear. Ben comments, I see water here, and Lisa smiles at the peaceful scene. At the park, Ben and Lisa watch people sitting on benches, reading books, or simply enjoying the day. Then they start to play with a ball. They kick and throw the ball, laughing as they go. Ben and Lisa say, I am happy, and we are happy, as they spend their time playing. After a while, Lisa tells Ben, I like the park. The park is calm and fun. Ben agrees and soon notices that it is time to head home. With warm goodbyes, they part ways. Ben walks home with a smile on his face, remembering the fun and the simple joy of a little adventure. This story helps you see how everyday words are used naturally in a real-life adventure. Try to remember the simple descriptions and the clear use of words in this narrative.
Practice through singing. Learning English can also be joyful through song. I will now share with you a simple song that uses the vocabulary and sentences we have learned today. Singing can help you remember words because the melody makes everything stick in your mind. Here are the lyrics, and I invite you to sing along slowly. Hello, friend, it is a new day. I smile and say, hi, okay. I have a book, a cat, and a ball. We learn and play, one and all. And a second verse. I am happy, you are too. We speak small words, me and you. I see the dog, the apple red, simple words in my head. Take your time to practice the song. Repeat the verses until you feel comfortable with the rhythm and the words. Singing is a joyful way to build your vocabulary and improve your pronunciation. Extra conversation practice revisited. While I am not using a dialogue format with another speaker today, I highly encourage you to imagine simple conversation examples in your head. For instance, think of common phrases like, hello, how are you? Or, I am good. Picture a scenario where you greet another person at the park or at school and reply with, hello, I am your name. Nice to meet you. How was your day? Visualize these interactions and try saying them in a clear and friendly tone. Although this is a monologue, you can practice both asking and answering simple questions with the phrases you have learned. Creative Speaking Challenge. Now, I challenge you to a creative speaking exercise. Imagine a simple picture in your mind. Picture a small house that is white and has a red door. Around the house, there is a green garden with a big tree and a few colorful flowers. Near the house, a cat sits atop the wall, and above, a bird flies freely in the blue sky. Now, use your words to describe this scene. You might say, I see a white house. The door is red. The garden is green. A cat is on the wall. A bird flies in the sky. Take your time to form these sentences in your mind or write them down. This exercise helps you translate what you see into simple, clear English. It also reaffirms the vocabulary from earlier segments. Review of key phrases. Before moving to the final part of today's session, let's review some of the key phrases that are useful for everyday conversations. Hello, how are you? My name is, your name. I am happy. I have a book. I see a cat. I sit on a chair. I drink water. I go to school. The park is big and green. I like my friend. Repeat these phrases slowly in your mind or out loud. These key phrases are your building blocks. When you use them, you reinforce your skills in greeting others, introducing yourself, and describing your daily life. Final thoughts and encouragement. As we approach the end of this session, I want to share some final thoughts. Learning English is not just about memorizing words. It is about expressing your thoughts and feelings with clarity and confidence. Every sentence you speak, every word you learn, is a step forward in your journey. Even if you make mistakes, remember that every error is an opportunity to improve. Always be proud of your progress. Take time to review the lessons in this episode and say to yourself, I am learning English. I am growing every day. Thank you for spending this time with me today. I appreciate your efforts and commitment to learning. Keep practicing with a smile and never hesitate to repeat the lessons until they feel natural. Final goodbye and what to expect next time. We are coming to the conclusion of today's episode of Let's Get Wordy, the fun way to learn English. I hope that through our explanation of greetings, vocabulary, simple grammar, stories, and fun speaking challenges, you now feel more prepared to use English in your daily life. In our next episode, I will introduce even more useful words. We will cover topics such as going to the market, describing food, and talking about the weather. I'll bring new mini stories, vocabulary games, more listening and pronunciation exercises, and a creative challenge for you to try. Before you go, remember to practice all of these activities. Use greetings in real-life conversations. Look around your home and label the objects. Sing the simple song until it becomes familiar. Write your own short story using the vocabulary you have learned. Challenge yourself by describing everyday scenes in detail. Thank you for joining me on this wonderful language adventure. Keep your notebook handy, keep repeating the words and phrases, and remember, every word you learn is a step closer to speaking English fluently. Goodbye for now, and I look forward to speaking with you in our next episode. Until next time, remain curious and keep learning, one word at a time. This concludes today's episode of Let's Get Wordy, the fun way to learn English. Enjoy your journey into the English language, and always remember, practice, patience, and fun are the best guides on your path to fluency. Post-episode recap and extra tips for your notes. Before you sign off, here is a quick recap to review later. Greetings. Practice saying hello, hi, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Introductions. Use phrases like my name is and what is your name, along with nice to meet you. Vocabulary. Today's vocabulary included words like happy, book, cat, dog, apple, house, table, chair, window, water, food, school, bed, and car. Simple sentences. Remember the structure. Subject plus verb plus object. Examples include I am happy and you have a book. The verb to be. Practice sentences such as I am a student, he is kind, and they are happy. Interactive practice. Engage in a word treasure hunt by imagining clues and guessing words like ball, pencil, and book. Stories and singing. Listen to stories like A Day in the Park and The Little Adventure and sing along to the simple song to reinforce your learning. Creative exercises. Try describing a picture from memory, write your own story, and use everyday objects as prompts for practicing English. For extra practice, consider these activities. Write a simple email. Write a friendly email using simple vocabulary. For example, hello friend, my name is your name. I am happy today because I read a book and saw my cat play. I hope you are well. Thank you and goodbye. Label your home. Walk around your house and label items in English. Look for things like door, window, table, chair, bed, and book. Record and listen. Record yourself repeating greetings and sentences to improve your pronunciation. Draw and describe. Draw a scene like your room or a park, and then describe what you see in at least 3 simple sentences. Speak with a friend. Practice these exercises with someone who is also learning English. Take turns asking and answering simple questions. Sing the song. Practice the song regularly to build familiarity with the sounds of English. I hope these extra tips help you reinforce today's lesson and make every step of learning exciting and meaningful. Thank you for being part of today's session. Remember, every word matters and every sentence you speak builds your confidence. I look forward to our next lesson where we will explore even more words, fun exercises, and creative challenges. Keep practicing, have fun, and see you next time on Let's Get Wordy, the fun way to learn English.